Today I'm watching Firefly episode 11. Episode 10 was about the train robbery villain. He was able to kidnap Mal and Wash and torture them, and Mal lost an ear, but fortunately Simon was able to reattach it. That was one of the first times we saw a reoccurring character. Badger had been in a few episodes at the start of the season. I was not expecting the villain from the train job to make another appearance. I thought we were done with that storyline. So now I'm curious to see if any other characters from previous episodes will be making a return. Almost done the season, the series, which is crazy. I've really enjoyed it so far, so I'm trying to really cherish these last few episodes. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you're ever curious about what gear I use or what's on the bookshelf, I've included a link in the description. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Oh my, is this the captain? Nude? Does he have a tattoo? How did we get here?
Yeah. That went well.
Explain? Oh, 72 hours earlier. Okay, here we go.
Now, okay, wait, something's different. Something is, the beard! Oh, you shaved off your soup catcher. Yep.
Soup catcher. That's a great name for a beard.
Yeah, don't begin to cover. Al, I want you to meet my Bridget.
That's not Bridget. Ah! Ah! Hello, Saffron.
So,
Fancy meeting you here.
Al, why you got a piece trained on my wife? It's your wife, Mark.
It was his wife first, technically.
Married her, didn't I? You ain't the only one.
I love Christina Hendricks. I'm so glad she's back, even if her character is a interesting one.
I shaved off my beard for you!
Oh, he did shave off his beard for her. Oh, here's your stuff.
Marriage is hard work, Mal. I know it. That doesn't mean we should just give up.
She's really gonna try and sell him on marriage again?
Sure, we've
She's
had
determined, that's for sure.
Need some practice hand of cards this time.
It ain't a hand of cards. It's called a life.
Seriously, Mal, you gotta give me a ride.
Woman, you are completely off your nut.
I won't make trouble.
Don't do it.
If you like. Just don't leave me here.
Don't do it, don't do it.
On a gold platter, sweetheart. Don't you want to hear the details?
That would be a no. I'm gonna go with a no on that one. Good. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't let her back on. So yeah, she cannot be trusted.
So later with the talking then.
I think Wash is one of my favorite characters in the show. He's just so funny.
Civilized and talking.
I'm plenty civilized. You're using wiles on me.
I'm using what?
T?
Feminine wiles.
T is feminine wiles?
Training the ability to make a man sweaty and or compliant, of which I've had just about enough of today.
Maybe this isn't the best time.
What kind of tea has he been drinking?
They were little geisha dolls with big heads that wobble.
What? Oh man.
No, that's a narrow. There are nuances of meaning that.
Maybe you should have stuck with your wiles.
Yeah, she wants to go to planets that have more clients, obviously.
You know you haven't been after serious work.
Serious work? You want to know if I...
What?
Nothing.
Did he get scared from the last one and now he's... Oh, you little sneak.
All right?
Yeah, did he get scared from the last one with the train villain? And now he's like just doing smaller jobs to avoid any future conflict? Is that what's happening? Yeah, and if he's just going to these outer planets, Inara can't get work.
And every security card for the place.
Saffron.
Okay, that's promising.
No, actually, I was wondering, what's she doing on this ship?
Great question, Wash. Great question.
That's what you'll all be if you trust her.
Could be that so. Lord knows, ain't none of us here criminal masterminds. So if you got something better,
It's just Sagua.
I don't know what that means, but it can't be good.
Which one has? Get over
Yep, saw that coming. Yep.
I'm in.
Yep.
See, don't turn me in.
Yeah, that's true. Simon and River will have to hide for this one.
Jayne is a girl's name.
Ha
Jayne ain't a girl. She starts in on that girl's name thing. I show her good and all. I got bad parts.
Yeah, Jayne. Like, come on.
Jayne.
Afraid. Since when?
Since Ariel.
Yes, she knows.
No.
Yeah, River knows that Jayne traded them into the Alliance. Oh, she's so smart.
Gracious living, ocean views, and state-of-the-art security, including local patrols and multi-code keys needed at all entrances and exits.
Which we have.
Right. You and Mal will split off and shuttle too as we make it.
That's interesting that, like, oceanside property is now floating above the ocean. That's cool.
The prettiest tag for the scanners.
So what do we do?
You want to tell them?
It was your genius idea.
You chuck it in the garbage.
Clever. Then it'll get out. Okay.
Use this automated garbage drone system.
Nice. That's clever. I like that idea.
You hit one little button and the drone whooshes off with the trash.
Space age garbage trucks. Very cool.
Diesel bin to go wherever we want.
And where would that be?
The loneliest piece of desert we can find. Here, Isis Canyon. The drone dumps the bin. We claim the goods when we're all together again.
And how do you...
I think Saffron's gonna get there first.
You get to the loot, and we'll get to the bin.
Yeah, I don't think Saffron's gonna wait, or Bridget, whatever name she's going by these days, is gonna wait for everybody. If she has the coordinates of where it'll be, I think she's gonna say bye and go there on her own. Oh, dang, this is nice. I love all the plants.
Jayne, the dino ramp flies!
What?
The dino ramp, don't touch it! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh no, Jayne.
You found her.
Another one of Saffron's husbands?
You brought back my wife.
Aha. Who isn't this lady married to, honestly?
Yes. I'll take care of him.
Yeah, I wonder how he's gonna treat him now that he knows that Jayne's the one that turned them into the Alliance when they were in Ariel.
I knew you wouldn't. That's the thought that kept me alive.
She's good. I'll give her that. Yeah. Oh yeah, so she left with this computer programmer 6 years ago, and her husband's just like, "Oh, you finally made it back to me." Ew.
Don't disappear again.
Never.
Give her like 10 minutes. She'll be gone. And with your gun.
Your real husband?
Congratulations.
Had to see that coming.
What else you want on your tombstone, you piece of crap?
Now I'm intruding.
Busted.
Jayne, this is too.
Stop. Yolanda, please just stop.
Mal's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sneak out while you two are distracted, so bye.
I said don't look at me like that! Almost done. I just gotta plug the interface straight in and...
Oh, and Kaylee's just too short. Oh no.
How we doing? Boss, we need more altitude, now!
Working on it, dear.
Yeah, they're coming to pick it up. Oh shoot, you better hurry.
No one's killing any folk today on account of we got a very tight schedule. Yo, Saff Bridge. We'll get on about our...
He mixed all her three names together. And I also like how this guy has like an old school street like phone booth as a relic in his apartment.
It's the minute you saw me.
Oh, I did. Emergency signal.
Whoa, that's clever.
Yeah.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh. Whoa. She's like, well, okay, well, if that doesn't work, I'll just kick you in the face.
Embarrassing.
Security. Show some identification.
Identify this.
The genuine article.
A working man. struggling to get by with the barest necessities on his private float island.
He's not jealous at all.
I thought it would help. I thought if I had everything, then I wouldn't want.
Heinrich, the security program.
Haha.
You must be loving this.
A little bit.
This is a genuine moment. Is she actually sad? It's hard to tell.
Never without your clothes on before. Never thought I'd see you naked.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's being vulnerable.
Never change.
Beautiful, evil, double-crossing snake.
Well, there was a compliment in there. One of them was nice.
I won't tell anyone how easily I got your gun out of your holster.
Dang it, Mal. Come on. She can't be trusted.
I'll take that.
So she's gonna leave him naked in the desert? Oh my. Saffron messed with their ship again.
Damn.
What does it mean, Kaylee?
We ain't gonna make the rendezvous. We have to land. Now.
Yeah, and she knows that, so she's gonna find them and yeah. Oh, man butt. Hello. Stole your ship and your pants. It's a bad day for Mal.
Oh! Where is it?
I didn't think she'd be the one digging through the trash, to be honest. Oh, snap.
This?
It's Inara. She looks gorgeous, by the way.
Then I fly off, wait for you to double-cross Mal, beat you to the rendezvous spot, and grab the boot before you can get to it.
Boom. Boom. Take that.
You didn't see it coming.
Don't double cross a double crosser.
You're not gonna die, you big baby. The authorities will be here in a few hours to dig you out.
I have a condition against being in garbage bins. I think we all have that condition. Oh, Jayne. His neck brace. Is that a Bruce Lee t-shirt?
How much did they offer you to sell out me and live over there?
Yes. Busted, Jayne. Busted.
I don't know what you're planning on doing, but I'm trusting you. I think you should do the same.
Okay, so he's going like a truce.
I don't see this working any other way.
But then he did just inject him with something, so...
I can kill you with my brain.
I believe it. I believe it for sure. Yeah, and Simon's like, well, I'm not going to touch you, but he didn't say anything about River, so... Jayne better watch his back. I hope he brought sunscreen. It's looking hot out there. Yeah, he does have a tattoo. What?
Zoe, contact Brennert and Ellis and see if they'd be interested in fencing a priceless artifact for us.
They're like, just keep eye contact. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Good work, Captain.
Thank you, Kaylee.
He does not seem concerned that he's naked at all. So that was my first time watching Firefly episode 11, and we saw a returning character, Saffron, Bridget, Yolanda, whatever her actual name is. I don't think we'll ever actually find out, but she had taken a new husband. Who knows how many husbands she actually has, but she had taken a new husband, which just happened to be an old buddy of Mal's. So when he shows up to trade, he recognizes her, obviously, and she sneaks back onto the ship, but it was a really good episode. I like that they had that fail-safe plan at the end with Inara. That was a nice little twist, and how she'd played it up of like, I don't want to be involved in this, I don't want any details. I thought that was really interesting and worked well, obviously, as in the end they were able to secure the goods, and I think it was fairly predictable that Saffron was going to double cross them, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm glad they had a backup plan this time. There was a moment of Saffron being vulnerable, whether that was genuine or not, I don't know. It's hard to tell because she lies constantly, but if she was being vulnerable, it was a sweet moment between her and Mal, because she was kind of saying like, hey, this is my life. All I do basically is marry these people, screw them over, and then start over, which I imagine would probably get lonely after years and years of doing that same ruse and not actually fulfilling any of these relationships. So it was an interesting insight into her character, and maybe she's not as happy as she comes across or wants people to believe. Simon and River found out that Jayne was the one who sold them out to the Alliance when they were in Ariel. Well, River probably knew the whole time, but she told Simon now. And then it was very interesting when Jayne gets injured and needs to be under Simon's care. I didn't know how that was going to go. I don't know what Simon's thoughts on revenge are. But I know obviously as a doctor, his goal is to save people and to help them, not to hurt them. So when Jayne needed medical assistance, I think again, it showed a lot about Simon's character when he's like, look, we're on the same crew. I know what you did. And even though Jayne was denying it, he's like, I know what you did. And he wouldn't tell them what the price was. But Simon's like, you know what, I'm not going to hurt you. We're on the same crew and there should be some trust between us. So it's nice to see that Simon's giving him a second chance. I don't know how much trust there is, if it's like 20% trust or if he trusts him completely, but and then River shows up with the great line of like, I could kill you with my mind, which I fully believe that she could. So I think Jayne might be more scared of River than of Simon's medical practices. And River, as usual, was always right. She's like, don't trust him and stuff, and Jayne has shown numerous times that he can't be trusted. So I'm curious to see if that will come up again in the later episodes, the last few episodes that we have, if Jayne does something to make the crew distrust them again. And coming off of the last episode when Mal and Wash were kidnapped and tortured, and then they mentioned that Mal's kind of just been taking these smaller jobs and selling like dolls with wobbly heads or something. So that was pretty funny. And I don't know if that's because he was feeling a bit anxious about going to do some of these bigger jobs in case they went sideways and in case somebody from his past shows up again and holds him hostage and tortures him. Obviously it'd be a very traumatic experience. So I think he was a little apprehensive in playing it safe and just taking these little menial petty thief jobs, as Inara called it, and not trying to go for the big scores, which seemed up until this past episode, that seemed to be the goal, was to get as much money as they could. So it was nice to see them switch back from doing the small jobs again to something more extreme, more advanced, when they snuck into this party to steal this relic of a gun, this antique pistol, which was super cool. And it was interesting to see the antiques people would keep in the future. I don't know how old that gun is, but he had an old like phone booth in his apartment, and there was some other stuff there that was interesting. So it's interesting to think, what do we keep as antiques now, and what would antiques look like in the future? Like, what's stuff people are going to hold on to and what are they going to think is just junk? So that was interesting to me. And this party that they're going to steal the gun is taking place this like oceanside housing development. Basically, it's where all the rich and wealthy people live. And it was interesting to see that it was the ships were over the ocean and not on land. When Mal and Saffron are in the middle of this heist and stealing this gun, we find out that the guy they're stealing from is another husband of Saffron's, and he seemed very genuine, and he seemed like he actually cared about her. And I guess she'd been gone for 6 years and she had double-crossed him as well, which is not a big surprise. And then he alerts the police with this ring that he had, which I think was really cool. It's like an emergency alert button on his ring, so she didn't realize that he had called the police, obviously, because it was a little bit more discreet, and then the police show up, but luckily they're able to escape. And I really like the idea of them using the garbage chute as a way to get the pistol off the ship, because they said everything is tagged and tracked. And if you try and take it out the front door, they're going to notice, or try and take it out any door, they're going to notice. But I like the futuristic garbage system of like this drone comes up, picks up this bin, and then takes the bin to a place to be incinerated, basically. But Kaylee was able to reroute those coordinates and to get the bin to a place where they could actually access it and to take out the pistol so they can sell. So hopefully the sale goes well and they're able to have cash for the next foreseeable future and be able to have a little bit of a cushion and not need to take every little job that comes their way. So it was a really interesting episode. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a fun heist. We got to see some of the wealthy upper class people in this futuristic world, and just kind of how they live and what that looks like. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Nude Soup Catcher. That's a great name for a beard. Tease feminine wiles? He does not seem concerned that he's naked at all. Yeah, he does have a tattoo. What? Space age garbage trucks? Very cool. Who isn't this lady married to, honestly? Identify this.